Hello, welcome everyone to Chrysalis Invictus Tarot for your daily dose of oracle wisdom. I hope that you are having a lovely day so far. As you can see, I have 3 piles, and continuing with the theme for this week, it turns out I had 5 astrology oracle decks, so it worked out. We have the Black Moon astrology cards for you today. So we're going to see what information they have for us. And as always, you can deepen your messages or your reading by checking into your own chart and seeing where these placements land in your own chart, if there are, signs or planets or anything. So making your selection from the 3 piles, and I will meet you there. Pile number 1. You have the 11th house, friends. This is your relationship with other people's children. That's the way it was taught to me, the 11th house. So this is how you treat the world in general. This is the house of Aquarius. And it's one of the karmic houses. So it really, not only is it how you interact with other people, but for me, it's really about that being reflective of lifetimes before. So I'm getting a strong soul family kind of vibe from this. So you may have interactions with your soul family, or you may start to call them in today. There's something to do with that. I'm also getting for some of you that it may be time to visit a grave of a loved one that's passed on. That's a really specific message for someone. We have the number 35, which reduces to 8. So there is this sense of timelessness. There is this sense of the infinite here that's really strong and present. So maybe, if you do some spiritual work, it might be time to do a past life regression, connect with ancestors or people that have come before you, but really check in with your friends as well, or explore and reach out to someone who feels like they might be soul family. So maybe you've sort of like met someone, or I don't know, it could be someone on social media that you've never actually met in real life, but you feel like you resonate with them, you feel like you have some sort of connection, maybe reaching out to them and seeing how they're doing. There's going to be something coming in for you through these sorts of connections. The ancestral is not something I normally get through Aquarius, so I feel like that is very specific, but these are friendships that speak to your soul. So this is not, your friend that it feels good to go clubbing kind of thing. This is someone who you really resonate with. And if you don't have that, maybe taking a look at that and discovering ways of finding those sorts of people. The quote for this card is, "Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Just walk beside me and be my friend." I love that. The 3 graces of hope, faith, and charity, the bonds of friendship, rely upon support from friends and other associations. Don't attempt to go it alone. You will need help. The 11th house is all about associations and how we connect to others. It is the house of group alliances, ideals, and our aspirations in public or the social arena. This 11th house is commonly referred to as the house of friends. But it is so much more than that. It has everything to do with the collective that comes from groups of people who identify and align with each other to make social change. By combining our energies with others, we can make our world, but more importantly, the domain of others, a better place. The 11th house has much to do with our destiny, what we decide to give before we leave this earth, our soul's purpose. The 11th house deals with the greater good and living up to an ideal. Oh, okay, interesting. So the other thing I'm getting is that it may be, rather than ancestral connection, you may want to connect with your descendants, your future self, or your higher self. And you can do that also, if you don't have like I don't know, whatever, a practice to connect to those sorts of things. This could be just envisioning who you want to be, where you're headed, your values, how you treat other people, and how you see yourself in the bigger picture. So I think we're going to do Crystal Wisdom again today. I've used these cards a lot this week, but it just feels right. Ametrine, intuition. I am fully aligned with my intuition. I trust this powerful wisdom to guide me. Okay, there is someone in your life, and again, this could be a very specific message. There's someone in your life who you're questioning whether they are a good friend, let's say. What is your connection to them? And sometimes you may use this soul connection feeling to excuse their behavior. You don't need to do that. The friends that you are inviting into your life at this time are the friends that support you, the friends that make you feel good about yourself. Which isn't to say that our friends can't challenge us and make us face things about ourselves, but there's a difference between that and essentially abuse. Right? So, orpiment, success. I am successful in all that I do. And this is related to the calling in of people to help you. So maybe you have something that you've been wanting to work on, and it's time to call in a collaborator. And that could be where you're drawing from this soul tribe, if you will, or soul family, where you feel this connection to someone else and you kind of reach out to them and say, hey, can we collaborate? Even though you've never met, you sort of take a chance on that person is going to be flattered, or that person is really going to want to work with you, because if you feel that resonance, they likely do too. So that's what I have for you, pile number one. I hope that you have a really great day. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, help me to grow my channel. Thank you so much. Bye. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. Let's see what you have. Aquarius, I know. Wow, okay. I'm getting that you've been bearing the weight of something that isn't yours. And it's going to have to be vague because this is a general reading, but you're bearing the weight of something that is not yours. And you know this. It's sort of like how there's no true altruism, that, when we serve others, we're serving ourselves. Or when we put the focus on someone else, we are actually in some way, sometimes the universe makes us focus on the other person because we don't know how to focus on ourselves. And through focusing on that other person, we then find the lessons that we need for ourselves. There's just a lot of considering other people, considering the community, considering everyone but yourself first. And I don't think that you don't understand that you have to serve yourself first. I think that this is just so strong in you to avoid yourself for the collective, to avoid yourself for others. So maybe you're in service to others, maybe you are there's specific people in your life that you're always in service to, and you're using them and the collective to avoid yourself. Woo! Some big truths here in the I know cards. We have 2 and 3. 23 reduces to 5. So this is a time of things breaking apart, big lessons coming in. And this is more on a spiritual level or on a mental level as opposed to a physical level. I feel like the more you do this, the more you avoid yourself, the higher the stakes will become. So the anxiety will get worse, or whatever it is. And so you're guided to really be mindful of that. I'm going to leave it at the channeled message for today. That feels really powerful. And you have Azurites, expanded awareness. My awareness is expanding with an abundance of clarity. So this awareness is something, it's really interesting because the awareness of Aquarius is that expanding outward, is that bigger picture, but you're actually being guided to bring it inward. Like you already have the bigger picture. You may be an Aquarius. You already have the bigger picture handled. And this is asking you to take that same level of compassion and awareness and bring it into yourself. So you may be someone who is an activist, but as you are actively fighting for other people, why are you not fighting for yourself? You know, why do you feel that everyone else is more worthy than you are, for instance? Or like whatever this is. And opal, joy. My soul sings and dances to the vibration of joy. And I like to read this quite literally as sing, dance, just move your body, move into your body and find ecstatic flow. I feel like this is something that maybe you don't allow yourself to do. You may not, and this could be how you connect into the center of yourself is through song and dance, and through finding self-knowledge, listening to yourself, you know, move or sing. You know, this is like finding songs that you might avoid because you don't want to cry or you don't want to face what they might be telling you, those songs, or if dancing does the same thing for you, or watching dancing. You know, I'm definitely someone who cries at a ballet. So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope this was helpful. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Pile number 3. This is your reading. So let's take a look at what card you have. Fire element, desire. Whew, today is going to be a hot, burny day for you. There's a lot going on here. So you may be walking on or confronted with a lot of triggers. There could be things that like a kind of explosive energy around you, or an intensely, at the same time, intensely creative energy around you that's going to really like amp up your desire. So if you've been looking for this fire, if you felt kind of damp or heavy or whatever, congratulations, the fire is here. One of the hardest things with fire is stabilizing. So if you don't have a lot of fire placements and you're not familiar with this energy, you can stabilize by really bringing yourself into center and bringing yourself into your breath. Breath is key here. And slowing down, also creating lists can help you to organize a bit of that intense push and energy that's coming through. Everything, I feel like for you today, everything is going to come in at once, and it could feel overwhelming or it could feel fantastic. You are lit up from the inside out, which can be, you know, self-destructive, but it can also be creative. So that's what I'm really getting for you here. 3 + 7 is 10, reducing to 1. So this is the beginning. You may have discover an idea today that is begin a journey creatively that is going to be really key for you moving forward. And let's get some crystal wisdom cards. Anything else coming through about the fire element? See where fire is prominent in your chart, and that will definitely be the area that's lit up for you today. So if you know, for instance, that you have fire in your moon, then it will be an extra intuitive, reflective, you know, working with like poetry and song and all of that. If it's in your Mercury, it could be that your mind is lit up and you've got all these ideas coming in. If you can't keep up with them and write them all down, record yourself just speaking on video or recorder on your phone. It's a lot coming in for you today. Whoa, and you have power animal. My power animal supports, guides, and loves me throughout my life. So your power animal, whatever that may be, and if you don't have that, maybe finding a meditation on YouTube. You can also reach out to me. I do private sessions where I help you to connect with different guides and different parts of yourself and integrate those things in a really like healing and nutritious way, which is not always the case with some of these concepts. So connecting with that power animal, and they will help you to stabilize, but it could be that you will see an animal out in the world. Yeah, I'm getting bear for some of you, and wolf for others. So bear and wolf are strongly represented here. Call in the bear and wolf for this. And I think I have a bear reading, so you may want to go and find that reading on my channel, Messages from Bear. Okay, and Shatakite, I think that's how you say it. Teacher, I have the divine wisdom of the universe within me, and I openly share it with the world. Ooh, so this is some sort of project, perhaps, that you will be developing with the help of your animal guides, your power animal. But all of this is going to come through relatively quickly. So it's important that you stabilize. It's important that you ground and that you breathe. And I wish you so much luck. This is wonderful. I'm really excited. So leave me a comment down below and let me know what's going on here for you. And also if it ties into any of the other readings that you've seen previous to this. So that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining. Take care.